to some coding. I've sort of moved on to this next part of the solution here last night and didn't get to finish. I believe it was, what do we do? Oh yeah, we started to do the signups here. So the close registration. So we initially started this and then I think I was on for 3 hours, so needed to have dinner and take care of other things. So let's finish this close registration. It's a fairly simple thing. It just I don't know if we actually want the conference ID in here. I think we just honestly change the design because we have one conference going on at once, so we really don't need this because it's, again, your events should have minimal amount of information for the system to work. So we just had a really good stream with Christopher Condren about design. We touched on quote unquote designing your events, and one of the things is that you don't add extra information or repeat any information. We know what the current conference ID is because we have that here. Right, we have this event in here, conf ID provided. So that's the last entry of conference ID being provided. So when we click a close registration button, we know that we're talking about that conference. So we can make this a lot more simple, and I think the implementation is really that. So we started that yesterday. So yeah, let's continue on into actually, let's update this first of all. We'll go in and change that right now. So yeah, I gotta go back here and say simplify the close registration slice. We can that into, yeah, that was saved. Okay, good. So we have that in here. Again, I didn't commit that on this branch. I have a folder with the other branch checked out where I update these. So that's why you'll always see the BPF design branches where we hold any changes to the event model itself. So that being said, let's make sure we have. I think we made a decision that doing this really does just set the workflow to go straight to looking at the suggested topics. So we can, again, because we ran this, we need to set this style of, well, let's be on the event model. Get the style here. That for a second. We want that as a default style set. Now if we draw an arrow from here, it should be the same gray. The reason I have them as gray is in case you want to see this on a white background, it'll still come out. I generally prefer working in the dark mode, and especially for streams, a lot of people kind of fall asleep to streams watching them. I certainly watch some educational content to get sleepy, and nicer if there's dark backgrounds when you're watching this at a later time in the evening trying to get sleepy. So yeah, let's see what happens here. I'm actually wondering if I can, apparently you can do this for view stream, add channel. Okay. Can't go live yet. Ah, interesting. Okay. Just trying to see if I can stream on TikTok now that people in the US can't see it. I'll have to see if we can. I signed up for the account yesterday just to see if I can stream there as an experiment. But I can't. I think there's an approval process, and they're waiting to approve me. So anyway, let me just get back to my other screens here, and we'll continue with the. Okay, good. So we do that. Get rid of this. All right. So yeah, let's continue with this. We've now connected the fact that after this close registration page, actually we should connect it to this. The navigation will look like they're ending up here. There's no real way to reject this. I guess we could have an error if the last, like just as a sanity check, if you already clicked the close registration thing, and some other, there could be some potential other events that get stored after this, but I guess we could just do a quick check on. Okay, so we're gonna have a whole bunch of registered events in between the opening the registration, which is really not an open registration. It's providing the ID for the conference. So we would, if we filter the stream for these two types of events, we could just reject this closed registration if in that filtered stream we have that already. So maybe that's the only way that we do that. And I really don't want to overcomplicate this. So I think we can just throw an error. I don't want to make another layout for how that message is going to be shown. I think if someone does that, we can just give them a message that, yeah, the registration is closed. And I'll show you how to make a real fast way to that. You don't really need an event model here, or sorry, a state view here. It's kind of a little cheat code. If you're going to throw an exception, it saves you a state view. But we're going to show the projection for this of how to do that. So let's get into the code. That's we don't want this. It's the .NET code. Let's go to here and go to sessions, close registration. So yeah, we do have this close registration state change. And here, we actually want to do the history dot, so state const. Then we have state, and then we go to history dot reduce. And I like this pattern of always having accumulator. That's really good. Because we can sort of have like a closed false. So I like positive things. Well, actually, no, we're using the word close in the core event. So let's just use close as false. And I think when we look at the history, it's closed by default, right? So yeah, closed by default. So true. It's only when we get the other thing that where we open the case. So we say conf ID, conf ID. Is that the event? If we do that, then we don't do that. We set the close to false. And so I'm going to double check that that's what we do in when we open this thing. Slice name, add time slot. No, that's, oh yeah, this thing here. This has the events. Unique ID generated event. That's what it is. Unique ID generated event. That's what it is. Okay. We do that. And I think, no, we need this as true. It's default closed. If state closed, throw new registration is already closed, which is good because that throws that. And here we have, yeah, we return an event otherwise. So we throw that we can't do it. Otherwise, we just return that we closed it correctly. So that is good. These are the only events that we have to do that with. Yeah, let's just get this working, this whole thing working, so we can experiment with some optimizations, how you can make this run incredibly fast, faster than a traditional application. So let's see. That should work. Let's run it. Only one way to test and find out if it works. So we have fake events for this. Join conference, state view. That's for joining a conference. So close conference is close registration. We have this join conference. UI is used for it, but we want to have something that. So yeah, we could make a fake event called for the state change, and I like to make these situations. I guess this is a good one to have two types in here, and we can probably make a quick one-liner in our terminal to kind of, you know, switch the different fake event histories. So and maybe even have something using fish shell auto completions to kind of look at this stuff yeah, get it prepared. So I don't want to rely too much on the IDE for that kind of stuff. I'd rather have it in the terminal to kind of have it in the history. And the nice thing about having it in the terminal and its history is that the AI also picks it up. So I don't want to put things away into the menu system here or the right-clicking on something here. I'd rather have it as a extension of the terminal, some script or abbreviation or completion in fish shell that will do what I need, and then that'll also get rolled into, you know, how AI looks at this whole solution, which is really helpful. So let's make a new folder, and we'll call this, where's our new folder? Oh, here, fake events. And so in this case, we want the state change, and it's going to be for close conf and then success. And then we want another fake event, create new folder, state change, close, that's registration, close the registration. Fail. And let's just rename this to be registration. Okay, and that's it. Okay, so now we can highlight you know, our close registration stuff here. So we kind of say, okay, add this to chat. And then we can say add fake events to the to close registration scenarios. So I show this working. And do that with the code base. It should know that I have a fake events directory and do that. Okay, so it's doing, that is the close registration, fail and success. Okay, no. Working. I have two, there's for the two scenarios already paired. In fake events. That, I think you start to get into too much context. So I really have to, like, yeah, the amount of tokens you're using up in the context window gets too large as the solution grows. So I have to try and curb the scope by not doing, you know, by not clicking the do this with the code base. I think make the event history realistic. So don't skip other events. What would have happened? But I'm way over prompting this. This is just ridiculous. I could have just created these myself. The only problem is you don't have a, like, because these are files. If I didn't have these as files and have them in their directories with names, if they actually, if all of this, the naming here was contained within the context of a file, I could have AI help me, but right now it's not integrated in here to that. That's why I'm forcing the chat to do it, but I'm now prompting too much. So that's not good, and I kind of don't want to do it on the you know what, maybe we can see if it knows. Create and fill in the fake events for the two new close registration scenarios in fake events. Well, does it have enough context to do this? Oh, yeah. I mean, it does. I also don't want to muck up my history, my terminal history with some of this stuff that doesn't really belong here. So obviously it doesn't have the context. What I can do is I can list the fake events, and this will give the context window for this particular piece. And I have to actually, that's a history in here. So Control K. Sorry, just a little side quest again here. Now, since I listed the directories, the terminal context is better now. It's actually quite, I wanted to actually stream about this because there's some incredible stuff that you can do in the terminal. If you just say, okay, I'm listing this directory, show the contents, and I list this other directory, and then I can say something like move these files from here to here. Because you showed what was in the directories, it'll know how to pattern match things if you ask for something specific. It's incredibly powerful. It's like that alone is worth gold in terms of like what you're paying for Cursor, just to have this ability to really switch, you know, your switch your focus from the terminal to the solution and back and forth. But some of these things you want to do on the command line, like even with deploys, I can do an SSH and show like the structure on my server of where I'm deploying something, and then list the local files and say, I want to get these from here to here. It'll do a proper rsync thing for you, knowing exactly what to put in there. So it's, I don't think I would ever use a terminal without AI to that point. I mean, the amount of lookups for man pages that it's, taken away is incredible. So now I can try it again here because it has fake dir, the to director already exist. So do we have fake events is equal to success? Yes. Look at that. It has that close registration event goes in there. So it's got 2 close registration events. Into the success. And then we have one for the failure. So it doesn't really have the good context. It's not looking, this answers my question. It's not, it doesn't have the context of the solution in here. I'd have to do this. Interesting. So it can look at the code that I'm displaying right now. That's odd. Okay, maybe it does. Where's my event? Unique ID provided. Unique ID requested. Or unique ID generated. Do that. And now I can say add. Let's keep playing around with this because here we have close registration. Date change. Generate. So, okay, so I can pull in the right context. This is really good. So in the terminal, I can pull in what context I want. This is really powerful. That's pretty amazing. Generate fake events for these two scenarios. for closing registration. I haven't done this before. The first time I'm exercising this part of the features here. Oh, okay, yeah, it's kind of failing. Or actually, is it? Fake events, close registration success, unique ID generated. Okay. Close registration events. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of meh. I was hopeful. It doesn't have the right, yeah, doesn't have the right things. Failure and all that. So, okay. I'm just gonna say add fake events to close registration fail. I don't really want that. Or do I? Add fake events to the close registration fail scenario. One unique ID provided. Two registration. Yeah. Closed. Okay. The other thing that would be interesting is in my runner, my application runner, nothing says I can't use a function that I already written. So I could have a better link for things such as, you know, I always have to copy paste the ID of the conference into the URL. When I run this, things at the bottom, these helpful things here, you know, join conference or whatever, some of them have like an ID that you put into the URL. So I'd rather have at the bottom maybe some helpful things. But is that going to be complicating our implementation? Because we have all of these things that we program in here, and at the end we kind of go through, you know, we go for each router if we're running the solution. I'm wondering if there's a way to add to the route, because what are we doing? There's a router and there's a stack in there, and we're filtering. Okay, so we're filtering out based on the route existing. And it's got paths and stuff. So I'm wondering what else there is on the route. I don't think we have in this slice, I guess we don't have anything that has a ID being passed in or anything. I don't think I do. Yeah, I don't think I do. And the other one I do. These ones I don't. So this is a get. Post here. Yeah, so I don't have it in this slice, but it's something to, I don't really need it to close the conference here, to close the registration here. The join conference doesn't, yeah, is the join conference going to throw up on here? It's just going to look at the conference ID. Okay, so it's not something that's URL embedded. That's all I was wondering, is that I'd like to have a more helpful link here for some of the stuff that I'm doing. And I think we can explore that when we create these app routes, that we could say, you know, there's a default view where, sorry, a default URL that we want to have for kind of making what we need to just have a clickable thing here, so we can just try out the software as we go. So let's see what we have. Add a fake event to the closed registration fail scenario. One unique ID provided to registration closed. Will it an existing folder? There. Let's try that. I just want it to be in the registration fail here. So okay, so unique ID generated 1 1 2 3 3, and then close the registration. And so this is in the fail. Yeah, okay, so we can just apply these, and we should be able to do that. And then I wanted to make something that just copies those over. Do I just do a script? Or do I extend? Yeah, maybe it's a little script. So we'll call this script. Do we already have scripts here? We didn't do this yet, did we? I guess this is the place where we can add that. So here we'll add oh, we're adding it in the wrong spot. Escape. That's not where we want things. We want it to be at the top level. Do we just have to do it here? New file. Yeah, here. We'll probably put the scripts in a little script directory. Let's do that now. So add folder scripts, and in here file, and here we'll call this MK scenario. I just make scenario. .sh. This script will set up the event store with scenario. And then here we do the that's it. And here we will rm not fake events, event store. Is that what we have? Is it called event store? event stream. We can probably elaborate this to pludge together a few of them. And then CP. Don't need recursive. And we want fake events, and we want the name of the, yeah, what we passed in. I think that's, oh yeah, we want the dash R because these are, that should do it. Make there, okay. Okay, so let's try it. So now we'll it's executable. And then we want to scripts. That's it. And now we do scripts, make scenario. And then if we do SV rooms, we'll be able to test the rooms. Let's see. So yeah, that's rooms. So now if we run this application and go to rooms, I went to the wrong thing. Wrong thing I was on last time. Oh, actually, I'm getting an error. That's just kind of cool. Wondering why. What did I do to get this error? Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's not what we want. So we set it up wrong because in the event stream, we shouldn't have another directory. So this should just go. And in fact, we don't need anything recursive because we just have a flat structure there. So that should work. And then if we run that, yeah, it's good. And then we go to rooms and it's working, but I'm on the wrong tab again. Show you guys that this works. It's still too chatty here, I think, processing the history. Okay, so I see the history and then it's processing each of these events. Way too chatty. I also want to see if some of these things can be put into like one line. I guess this JSON thing has you can have a different format. I should probably have it as a one line. We wanted it pretty formatted for some of the other ones, but some of these need to be one-liners. Especially events, they don't have a lot of information. I can see if we have a model that has like one of our state views that has some crazy hierarchical kind of structure. We would want to have that as a something with good good history. So I'm just gonna double check my recording audio and everything like that. So Yeah, a little side quest here, but I think we're good because, like I showed you, this is should be showing the rooms. Rooms here. Press that, and yeah, we have this fake scenario with this stream here. So that's good. The only thing is that when I do this scenario, I have a problem. First of all, .scripts kind of sucks. I don't like trying to run those types of things. So, you know, I could make a function in fish to make a function in fish to kind of load up these SH scripts, or pick from the SH scripts. Inception like thing. But I mean, the usability is I want to type something like events, and then scenario, and then tab complete, but get a list of the different scenarios. Okay, that's what I'd like to do. And also I'd like to continue to pile up the scenarios so I could combine them, and then for the script to actually redo the numbering, observing the order in which I passed them in. So I would have, you know, these scenarios to be kind of kludged together should I choose to do that. So we need an events function, right? So first of all, let's make a fish shell events function. So add a new file. Here we'll have events.fish. Okay. And here we do we can just add new chat, make fish function that looks through the fake events directory or directories there. Actually, no, make a fish function that executes the command that filters that accepts an argument or a command to either for a command. The commands can be scenario, where we make scenarios by copying those fake events, and events we want also at, where we actually want to show the events. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, so that looks like a okay, so we have that, and then we can say ls scripts, and then we can say, now hold on, let's give it more context. Let's ls scripts with trowel, and say I'm giving it some context to do, whoops, make, add the events function. So I can run. Oh, that's all I do, source. Okay. So now I should be able to do events. Perfect, awesome. So now I can do events. I can make a complete. So that's the other thing. New file. Here I want to do the events out of our, yeah, tab complete. Okay, and here I can say make an auto complete for the first argument. And then we can mention files against that and see if it runs without any other context. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now we apply, accept, and I think we should just be able to just source that. And then we should do events. Okay, so now, yeah, so every time we do events, and I want to do, let's say, scenarios, hit that, and then tab complete, no tab completions further. Okay, good. So that's kind of part of it. Now we'd like to, so that's good. Now add tab complete for the different directories in fake events. As the arguments for the what do we call it here? Scenarios. Okay, that looks good. So let's apply that and see if it works. We have to source this again. Yeah, autocomplete. And then so now if we just do events, I tab complete and I say scenarios, and then tab complete. Oh yeah, see, now I can pick which scenario I want. This is pretty cool. I think you could also do, I think we can add a layer or multiple, like a tree structure to this later on, so that if I have like a set of scenarios inside a directory and I select the top directory and just stop there, it'll populate all of them. But now I should be able to do, okay, if I set up rooms and tab again, I can do also dates. Okay, so if I was to do that, it should be able to do both. So let's just see if it'll do, say, abbreviations and tab completes in Fish Shell are awesome, just so you know. So if I want to do like SV, oh, interesting. I've kind of have a screwed up fake directory here, but that's okay. I'll fix that up later. I'm happy to have some of these helper things. Just look how fast I could make a helper script with tab completions and all of these helpful things in Fish Shell. It's phenomenal. I love it. So event scenarios. Let's see. Yeah, we want to set dates. So let's see if that changes. So we have our event stream here. Say set dates. Okay, so we do that. And it didn't do anything. Okay, because I don't know if we actually, oh, we didn't implement it yet. Duh. So events here, listing available. So no, we don't want to do that. We actually want to copy the events from the scenario to the event stream, right? Make scenario. Oh, interesting. So do we really want make scenario? What was that at the end there that it was trying to function make scenario? I guess. I don't want functions, extra functions littering. I want this to be the command, or I want an events command to have subcommands. I don't want to be making extra stuff. So I don't want make scenario. Argv, I can basically say, oh, this will be our dir equals fake events 2, yes. Not recursive, we want just the events for now. I think we're gonna have to expand this to the event stream. I think that's good. I think I need to source this again. And list available scenarios here. So let's try that again. Events. And then, yeah, and then scenarios, yeah. And then it has, let's say, set dates. Oh, duh. I think there's a set here. Yeah, that's right. That. So now we source that again, and then events. And here we can do scenarios. And then here we have set dates. We got set dates. Oh, we didn't remove. Perfect. So source, so it added extra stuff. Again, notice that there's numbers that are not making sense. So I think that part works. Oh, good. Now, so we have that. So now if we do Node.js and go to our time slots, what we did? Conference dates. Oh, conference dates. Do we even have that? Oh yeah, set dates. This one. Conference dates. I don't know if that's how we use this. But if we went back to events, maybe I'll rename this command. Events is kind of like flashing with other things. So maybe an underscore events. Scenarios. I think I can type things as well. So if I do sv slash rooms and then tab, yeah, a tab completes, right? So that's good. So now we have rooms. So we're back into this and then get to rooms. And yeah, we have this scenario playing out. Perfect. Okay, so real quick, see how compared to like setting up a database, so much easier, so much literal control over everything. So that's really good. We have this. The other thing that we really want to do is provide some way of traversing events, because we'll have to build up this other command, this subcommand for cat, basically showing events. And we could add some other ones. So we could, you know, follow an event stream for causation, things like that. So like if I have, yeah, there could be like a show, right? There should be like a cat, which we can see that, and then we can do case follow maybe, and then yeah, follow. Why is that? Yeah, tab accept. Why is it not accepting? Follow the stream in not real time. By tab completing. Shouldn't know about tab completions here. How are we going to do it? So we want kind of a tab complete where we can select different IDs. We can select different IDs that occur inside different events. And that should be a fun way to basically audit kind of what happened in our system. I hope the content's good. Yurtis says, I love the audio and the lighting. Thanks, Yurtis. That means a lot coming from you, because I know you're the one that pointed out my flaws before. I'm at 65% gain, so hopefully that's the magic number. I noticed a bit of clipping before. So this seems to be the sweet spot. But anyway, yeah, so I think for now this is good, but I do want to say not implemented yet. And you can, if you want to play around with this, I can take pull requests for this. You can just pull requests straight to the branch where you find this. allow. It's not follow. I don't want follow. I think it's cat. And then handle cat showing the events listed. And so nice. Oh yeah. Good for you. You're just getting a personal website going. I did that way too soon. Now you have like some awesome things to share. Mine was more like just fun scripts for Minecraft with my son, but yeah, have to revive mine. Haven't done any personal blogging, but a lot of this like utility stuff that I'm doing here would belong there. It's not about event modeling or anything, but yeah. Oh no, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. Thank you. I gotta go soonish, so I will probably have to end the stream. Just have to double check here. Yeah, so, but yeah, I hope you like this. You'd love this usability, right? Like just having this, like we have this make scenario, which I really don't want to use, but I guess I could have used it. That's why I was suggesting it. Okay, I'm pretty stupid to not use that. So this whole thing, I mean, it's not very complicated. I do have a, yeah, I'm just gonna delete these. This one's not needed. Delete that. Because now I can do events. So made an event. So yeah, so I have a command called events, and then I can tab complete for what it can do, right? So I can do scenarios, and then I can say, okay, well, which scenarios do I have? Okay, well, I want to do the time slots thing. Okay, so it'll do that, and then it'll make my event stream contain things from time slots. And then when I run it and go to time slots, it should have something to test it with, right? Oh yeah, there it is. So I have those events here shown. So it's pretty cool. I like this idea of making your own tooling, and with Fish Shell, it's so easy to do that, to make a tab completion. Right, so I have tab completion here. Get out of here. What is this? Right, so I can say, yeah, make files as the first one, and then use a sub command, add scenarios, add a description, right? And then here I can fish scene sub command. So like if I already had the sub command called scenarios, then add this, and I can just inline all the directories there. And then the description of this is the scenario directory. Or I could just say scenario, right? So that would be nicer. But what do you think of that? Here it is, like this kind of utilities. Like I already did this with the tests, right? Like the testing, unit testing changed because of event sourcing. So our best practices in like unit testing don't apply to event sourcing, because it is built for a given when then, where you have this accumulation of the history of events to always give you your given. And so the test runner is different, and also how you write the tests themselves. You have to put them on a timeline, because this is how event source stuff works. So yeah, I think it's really cool too. And I think when we get, this may be like the jumping off point for having a proper event modeling structured document instead of just some draw.io thing. Because think about the events, having an event model subcommand that basically allows you to script and add tab completions to to add steps or list steps or show steps, and just examine your event model on the command line if you want, or at least launch a view of a subsection of the event model or the whole thing with certain things highlighted, or just like you have those links for Miro that take you to a specific spot. You could do XDG open, at least on Linux, and it'll fly you into wherever you want for those types of things. So yeah, I think I really want to finish this application so we can work on the tooling around administering and writing the event models and the solutions. I know there's a lot of people doing their own products, but I want an open source version of all this stuff. That's why all this is just getting pushed up. I'm not going very fast because I'm explaining a lot of concepts, entertaining you guys, and explaining things. But while I'm explaining things, I'm also just creating some of the beginnings of this stuff, right? And this little scripts here with a tab completion, and actually having an events function. What did I do? Going. Oh, damn it! I undid some. Redo. 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 Oh, really? It's gonna do it one at a time. Control Shift Z. That it? That'll I deleted. Okay, hope so. Anyway, yeah. So I'm enjoying this type of stuff, and yeah. So at least now I can at least do these. I don't need to inspect the events themselves. I could have like a watch, events watch, which would have like maybe the events passing through. So if I have like an events watch, and then if I did that, it would. Well, let's try it. Let's just do. Use JQ, format the output. Make the output 1 line per event. Okay, that's good. And then the complete, we want to use. Oh, look at that. It knows what I want. Isn't that awesome? Can I source two things at once? I guess so. All right. So events. Oh, no, it didn't. It didn't source the other one. So it ignores the second argument here. Oh, yuck. And I don't want the watch command. I want a tail command. That's how I was putting this. So watch is bad. And this looks horrible. Use JQ to format. Okay. Use the tail command and leave it hanging. Is that gonna work? Doesn't seem like it'll work. Yeah. So we need to use a loop. To wait on new files in the event stream. Yes. No. Using iNotify. Keep track of the last event and last event, new events. Use the convention to look what the last event was. Last event, set last event file. If iNotify okay, I need to ask a question about this because I don't know if this will do an iNotify for each event. Will this fire for each file created is there and a in photo order? Okay, what is it saying here? Yes, a couple of issues it will fire each candidate, but the tailf command will keep running. Yeah. Okay. So I don't care about the file comments. Okay, let's apply this. Oh. This is a gross implementation, but I guess it's simpler and it doesn't rely on iNotify. And it's kind of like watch, but it's doing what I want. It's a little simpler. I don't know if I need, I actually maybe want to do a, yeah. Set last process. Yeah, and yeah, this is too much. I think we need to sort this. Just use the modified created to sort, find anything that is don't like that. The files, the timestamps are too close together. Use the first 4 characters, the number of the event, print out the ones that are larger, and use the largest, the last processed. I hope it gets it right. If it doesn't, I'll do it myself. String sub, length 4, base file name, blah, blah, blah. That looks good. And this should be 0, 0, 0. Should be that. I don't want them to be. I don't know if this will work. Okay. I like that. It's not giving us the file names, which is okay. I don't really want the file names necessarily. It would okay. Let's see what else we can do for this. Well, first of all, let's just test if it works. Get rid of any other issues. So we'll do another. Okay, so we have that, and we just go to set name. Let's go, before we do that, let's go to the previous one here. We have that, and I start using the system and do name, continue. Oh yeah, good, it's doing the events. Continue to dates. So we have a little watcher here, which basically shows us what we're seeing in here, but I like the fact that we can just have something that's more something that's more interactive, because I think with this watch you could pipe this to something else. So you could like have some HTML thing, like get all these new JSON things and just display it in another way. So let's do that. So you can see them appearing here. Right, continue. Right, so there, now we have a nice little history of like what we did. Like I can look in here, but it's nice to just see it here, and I'm not inundated with like the console logs in here. And I also don't have to be attached to, you know, the node instance running. So that's pretty cool. So now that it actually works, I do want to make sure the output is a little bit better. So edit, use one line per file. And then don't like this event timestamp. Here, see, I'm catching some weird stuff. Ignore timestamp at the root level. For now. Okay, did that work? Not really. Make JQ to one line per level JSON. No line feeds. Doesn't know what to do. Compact output. Okay, accept. Let's see what happens now. Oh yeah, that's good. So we can see a lot more. We delete that. I really got to get this stupid event timestamp out. Like, we're not live anywhere, so I don't have to worry about. Nor do we really use this, so it shouldn't break anything. But look at that nice formatting too. Ah, so beautiful. So yeah, now that, like, if we're running this application, you know, we could go back here. Okay, let's register some people so we can copy that. Let's reuse this tab. Why not? We're not get because we don't have register merged here yet. Ah, drat. But we can certainly go back to our links. Go back to the name. I should really implement these things so they work again. Do they actually work? They don't. See, I got to make them work. So that's another thing I think we can just cram into this feature and just have it as a cherry pickable set of features that are applicable to everything. So what do we have here? Let's try event here and continue. Oh, 1 second, I'm gonna get some food. All right, well, this is pretty exciting. So let's see how that goes. So that, yeah, we set a new event here. So we're just going through another conference. So if someone decides to make another conference, that's fine. We can, yeah, let's go make it March here, 27th. That does that 1 day. So let's set the dates. Look at that. Super, super fun. We have more rooms. So notice that if we can just inherit the rooms. I'm not sure if we do a closed registration, or if we generate a conference ID like this. So we can start to see that, okay, if we generated this, we start setting dates, we should probably assume that we're not adding another room at this point unless the conference is closed. So we may want to have registration closed at least, or interpret this as a whole new set. So in other words, this state view to show the current rooms, if we already have this unique ID generated, meaning the conference has started, then we want to have we want to treat each addition of a room as a brand new conference. like they don't exist yet. So that's something to consider. Like, what does this event history really mean? How do we want to treat these things? Because I was thinking that if I went from the restarted this wizard, I didn't want to inherit these from the previous one. So yeah, interesting thing to consider. Hmm. All right. Pardon the eating. Trying to do too much at once here, so. I want to get rid of this event timestamp. Let's do that. What do we got here? More alerts. Let's see. So back to the application. So this one here. We only have one place, and that's the fix there. Let's see. So just checking a few alerts here on the side, making sure nothing's on fire. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's pretty nifty. Okay, I like that watch. So if you have ideas for other utilities here, other subcommands for this events command, let me know. Especially if you've been doing a lot of event sourcing and you kind of want to see something from maybe Event Store or some of the other tools out there. You can navigate your event stream. It'll be kind of neat to implement it at the file level where we can see all these things here. This will be especially useful when we start to do the multiple user interactions where we can walk down a certain path where we will have a registration following the actions of a certain user. We know who it belongs to and all that. That's gonna, that's gonna be quite fun. So I actually want to rifle through more of this implementation here. But for now, I think this works and gives us a couple of cool subcommands here. We have this events scenarios, which is really cool because we can do that kind of stuff to kind of set up a scenario for something. And I ran with a bunch of things, so doing a scenario with loading up any of these other scenarios would clear out my history there. We could probably also say, back up an event stream and restore one. So backup, restore, we could just have little files on the side that would have that. We'd probably have to update the ignore file to have to kind of not look at the name here, event stream. So we would have event stream backups as well. So anything beginning with event stream would be in the ignore file. And then we wouldn't commit those. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Git status. We have, I think we finished, we didn't actually finish testing closing of the conference, but I think we can also test with the other slice that's completed for the participant registration. Nice that I can just add these events, or these scripts, sorry. So I should do git add scripts. And then we want to do status. So yeah, we have these two things. So the events command and the tab completions for it. I guess you can do tab completions in Bash, but I just find Fish Shell more friendly overall, and it seems to have a good syntax for doing this kind of stuff. So git commit, and then for cherry pick, and I like the word cherry pick in there because I can just look through my git log to see all the little things that I added along the way and cherry pick them for my own use. That is definitely another kind of event sourcing way of working with source control, is that I want to be able to do this copy reuse on copy, not try to merge it somewhere or something. I can just pick these out, and if they're highly modular, they'll be fine for cherry picking anywhere. So let's say that scripts for viewing and manipulating the state. Yeah. Events on disk. So that's what we'll do, and we'll push that. Oops. Hit push. Get that up there for everyone. And what else do we have? We have this fake thing here. Let's finish the implementation. Okay, so where do we stop? We had these fake events. Oh, we're doing this events. And we wanted the scenarios, and we have this nice listing. So we can say close registration success, I guess. Oh. That's odd. It did it. Oh no, it didn't. Just let's add this to chat. Oh, okay. Interesting. If it doesn't find anything, it should just skip it. Okay, I don't like using the find command. It scares me. I hate that matching thing. So if if empty. Name. Yeah. If there has no files. What is this? Mm-hmm. Okay, that's better. Mm. That's better. Oh, wait a second. If test, we already have that. Okay. But here we actually want to return 0 because we certainly want an empty scenario to not be an error. And so we actually don't want to echo anything because we're not echoing anything anyway. Okay. All right, so now if we do events, scenarios, go back to our rooms. Yeah, it seems to work. Okay. Oh, good. Get status. We modified scripts. Great. So we just have to up. Yeah, you have this one for cherry picking. I have to force push. That's good. And so then git commit on amend. No edit. Git push force. Now those are abbreviations, which are something that we want to do as well in the events thing. Because I want to do like event scenario space, right? So I want to do I'm gonna keep adding to this, aren't I? That's gonna be brutal. Add file, events, abbreviations.fish. It's horrible. How do I get roped into this? Add abbreviations for events command. Event scenarios EVS. And make that. And then where's my abbreviation for watch? Okay. Let's do that and let's source it and see if it works. Source. Scripts. Events. Abbreviations. Okay. Now go EVW. Yeah, so it's doing that. And then if I do events scenarios, perfect. And then I can start tab completing. Very good. So now I don't have to type that. Remember, I was complaining about the tab completing because events is very similar to other stuff. So have EV and watch. That's tab completion. But is there a second level of abbreviations as well? Well, anyway, this is pretty good because we can type events and then tab complete which command we want. But also if we know what we want is EVW, just do that. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, and EV scenario just expands and we can do SV rooms, go from there. Anyway, abbreviation has a whole bunch of other stuff where you can actually call functions and other things. It's really, really cool. We'll definitely be playing around with that because we can make a whole suite of utility classes for dealing with event stream. So distracted. Get status, get add scripts. Get status. And here we have this guy. Okay. Good. Again, we're gonna do the git commit, and we want to do that, and git push. Or sorry, people. I know if you're watching and pulling this down, I'm force pushing on you, but I doubt many people are watching. So, see how much time do I have? Oh, let's see. I think I have to go for another meeting. Let me double check here. Where are we? I was supposed to meet. We had a stream with Chris earlier, and I'm just waiting for him to ping me. So might have to go if he pings me. So that's that. I got too much on the go right now, but I gotta finish this too. At AppCS. Okay. Sorry for the eating. Trying to save time. Okay, so our scenario is actually working. Event scenario, and we want registration fail. Okay. What do we have here? Now, can we run? We're already running the node thing here. Actually, I want to exit. No, do I want to exit this one? Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Oh, we didn't source it. Ah. That works. Okay, that one's empty. Is it? Fails empty. Oh, all of them are empty. Why? Did we not add them? Close registration, success closers. Oh, state view. Oh, right. What? Oh, shoot. We're actually in the wrong branch. No, we're not. Just for the admin. We're in the correct branch. It doesn't matter that we have that UI shared with something else. The state change is the name of the slice. So, for those that are confused, what do these guys look like? That's good. And then close registration. Okay, that's a problem. It should be closed. Registration closed. This one's correct. That one's now correct. So this goes into failure because we move this in here. And here, we'll have a success when we copy this. Put it in here. And then we don't need this one. This one's wrong. And so now we can event scenario. Oh, I like this. Yeah. Close registration fail. So let's do the success first. Should give us our, yeah, just that one. So it's copying this correctly. Now, the good thing about this is that you can obviously change the implementation in the script to do the same thing with Event Store or any other event store, not just files, but have the same type of tab completion, etc. So, yeah, hopefully this will be fun for people to use. But the idea is to continue to extend this all the way through to business people that they can use it. But for now, I hope you saw how quickly we can make our own utilities for event sourcing. Like, it's not even a, they don't even have to think about it. It's incredible. So let's take a look at running this now. And then we have this join conference should give us this, where we do this, and then we can just do close registration. Perfect. And the registration's closed, so it actually did it. That's good. And then we can also see if I hit it again, because we have this, it should reject it. Yes, perfect. So we're done with this. So we've generated that. That's fine. I guess it does spit things out here, which is okay. So cool. But wait a second, it has only and it's wrong. Where is it looking? Okay. I have to do the scripts again thing. Do the scripts again. What is the watch doing here? Oh, I think oh, this might be a problem. That's right. Don't skip the first event. Start at 0. Okay, that is good. That is good. Okay, so another little bug. Status. Do we still have that last log as our cherry pickable thing? Yeah, for cherry pick. So git add scripts. Yeah, good status. That's the only thing we have. And to do push force sure. Sorry, one more force push there. Anyway. So we have, I think we have this working. You know, fake events, and we have this app.js. I do want to have a cherry picked from that. So if we do a git add -p of app.js, I want to just grab that one rename of the event timestamp. And why is that giving me? Oh, events. That's the one. Okay, so we add that. Oh, yes. And then E for exit. What is that? Function plus, it's giving me a whole bunch of other stuff here. and get rid of all this. No, thank you. The message here will be for cherry pick fixed timestamp property. Oh, what the hell? No. The hell? Oh, it's edit. It quit. Git add -p app.js, yes. And then stage this hunk. No. What? Did it get rid of that? Oh no. Or did it stage it? Must have staged it. Modified. Oh yeah, it's got a bunch of stuff here. Okay, yeah, not good. Oh wait, that's up there. Modify. Yes, yeah. See there, we have to restore that to unstage because I don't know. Let's see. I think we have the right thing in there. Git status diff staged. Yeah, we only have that. That's actually what we wanted. Okay, so git commit. Yeah, for cherry pick. This is, so I thought I was editing the commit message. I was just editing the patch, which is not correct. So commit for cherry pick, and this will be fix timestamp property. Let's just push that up. All right. That means all our fixes to the script are gonna have to come into separate commits now. Oops. Oh. We'll just have to warn people in the commit message that previous cherry picks for the script have to be applied before. Git status, we've done that, and I think now this is the closing is finished. So git add, I think we can add everything. Git's status, so we have all the fake events so that we can test this to our heart's content. Git commit, finished, closing. Now the implementation of this would have taken 5 minutes or a minute, but we were so going down a rabbit hole with the command line stuff that yeah, it took us off track a bit, but that's okay. Hope you learned something. Okay, and I gotta go after this. I'm gonna push this up. It's finished. So finished closing. Okay. In 5. So let me just commit this. Git push. Awesome. Git checkout. And then we want the dev. And we want, yeah, dev. And then we want to do git merge. And then we want to do this. Conflict. Price. This is where we got this. So yeah, we want the incoming change. Good. And here we have, oh my God, again, this thing. So register. We have a register after. Redirect sessions. We have close registration state view as incoming change. But what's all this stuff? What are we splitting up here? Oh, we have this. Register ID and close registration. Okay, so that's got the header for close registration, got the header for register ID, register. Yeah, so I think we need both of those. Although this little fragment in the middle here, that looks correct. So I think we need to accept both changes. We got the register ID get, register post, and close registration gets put into the middle here. This is the problem. So at the end of this, we should see what it's trying to insert in between, hopefully. No, it's not. Okay, so we better just take both and manually fix it. Both changes. That looks correct, but that doesn't. So what is this? Post for registration, and that's close registration. So there's some of this 500 stuff that is seen as post registration. So this is, it's probably grabbed wondering if that line is like somewhere dangling somewhere, but it isn't. Just matched it up. I don't know why it would overwrite. I should have. Do they really look that similar that it would match it? Weird. So we have an error here because of the. Ah, there it is. There's the missing piece. Okay, so if we cut that, that is the redirect sessions, Control X. We go to sessions after we finish closing. This is at the end of our close. And why are we registration state change? Oh yeah, we had all these tests for registration. But now, okay, I see the problem why this is coming up, because we're kind of inserting this registration closed. Register success, register. Oh yeah, and the other thing is also that we redirect to the same URL for both the organizer and the participant. That's why. Although no, we don't. We have this success registration. That's, yeah, state change. Tests for registration. Do we have anything after these? Close registration state, yes. This is an odd place for this. This does not belong here. Because this is a test of our registration closed. No, it uses registration closed, but it's the registration state change. What do we have? What do we copy? Redirect to sessions. And that would be register success. So that's not good. Registration success. We have close registrations. Redirect registry. Oh, that's the problem. This is this is redirecting to the wrong place. So it got merged to the wrong area. So yeah, so this is, oops, Control X and close registration here. So that's where we are supposed to go. And this register success is after the register ID post. Conference ID catch error. Yeah, this is where it is. This is where that stuff is missing. So that's correct. But do we also have anything in our res redirect? Yes. Redirect sessions. What is this? Yeah, that. Redirect session registration. Yeah, that's good. But we don't have this catch error. This is the one that something went wrong, which is this one. So we need that for all the way to the closing brace. So this is what we need here. I believe, oops. Yeah, that's our error thing. We do, come on. We have to copy that and put that here. And that's not, we also need a closing brace. And I think that's it. All the red stuff went away. Do want to clean this up a bit. Post, this is supposed to be one before. Close registration. Yeah, that's indented a little bit. What is this for? That is because it's all of that in there. Yeah. And then we can remove these a bit. I'm going to start to add comments at the end of these, just so that the merge is a little bit better, so it gets more context as to what I'm doing. Or I should just do these in separate files, but for now, whatever. I think this looks correct. So if I do node, oops, let's just copy a scenario. Scenarios, and then we just want names, right? Dates, register, time slots. I guess we want rooms, whatever. Let's pre-create the rooms. That's a pain in the butt. And then, so we got all that, and then we can do a node. First of all, let's make sure that our tests work. One failed, probably for that stupid. Did we muck that up? Yes, we did. We renamed that damn thing. So, so where we had that dumb change for that name, I think I rolled in, I let AI do its thing, and I think it changed the name of the event. Conference ID generated. And where's my conference ID? rooms, time slots. Okay, here we go. Conference. Unique ID requested. Conference. Yeah, it's conference generated ID, not unique. That's requested. That's still time slots, so that's the next part here. Conference ID generated. That's a state view. So where's the actual... This is a stupid thing right here. This is what we did. We have to fix that. We have to fix that later. And the other one. So now that passes. Stupid. Yeah, just don't blindly press tab. I think there's a setting to highlight the individual words for the change. I'm going to start to add that. That slipped in there totally by it being trying to be a smart ass. So I just really wanted to get rid of this timestamp, but it also changed this. Very, very bad. But anyway, that now works. Which actually might be okay, because that slice still works on its own. And now I have a conflict resolution recorded for this. So let's just run this. And I gotta go. So what do you want to name your event? Conf, sure. Dates. Sure. I have my rooms already, but I can add another one. Works. Time slots. Add. Time slot. Create the link. Works. Grab this. Go to this. Great. Register. Thank you for registering. You already registered. Thank you. Registration. Oh, registration is already closed. That's no good. That's odd. Oh, you know what it is? Exactly what it is. We were looking at that same event, and so in our closed event, we have conference. And then we have registration closed. No, that is not correct. So now that I have that fixed, I should be able to do this and close the registration. Yes. Okay, so that works. Very frustrating, but that little rename accident really was a pain in the butt. Get status, get add. Get status, get commit. Get push. Get checkout. Do QA. Let's merge. It got staged. Perfect. Our re works. I'm assuming it'll all work. Okay, we're good. So we finished that registration closing. Let's just mark it as complete. In the event model here, zoom out, and this close registration is now done. So we'll just do this to be green. And then the text be green. Move this to be done. And another slice done for today. Awesome. So anyway, hopefully you're having fun and you can take out the QA branch and take this out for a spin, especially those utilities. A lot of fun there for using Fish Shell, which I really enjoy. But yeah, let's put this into the source control as well, and then I gotta go. So CD minus, we usually have that there. 9, and we can say finished. Close registration. Slice. Okay. And yeah, that's perfect. It's pushed. Okay. Well, thanks so much for joining. I'll be back again tomorrow. So enjoy your evening, and see you back here again. If you have questions, don't forget the Discord channel. Post everything there. And oh, I didn't do it actually. Hold on a second. See this thing? It's not saved. Go out and in, and then I gotta do this again. There we go. Now it's up there, so you can look at the updated event model as well. Anyway, any questions, message me on Discord. I'll answer them here. Should be back tomorrow, maybe tonight if I feel like it. We'll see.